also reconciliation between bridges that had been burned, and the first one with Gamora's sister, and also with Star-Lord's not father figure, but
erstwhile employer, kidnapper.
Yeah.
But
we learned why he did what he did, why he kidnapped Star-Lord, and it turns out to be a lot different than we would originally believe. He was trying to save the child's life, not so much for selfish reasons.
Turning him to a life of crime was kind of a secondary consideration. He was just trying to keep him alive.
Yes.
Because Star-Lord turns out not to be the first child that Yondu had taken and actually delivered on the contract. And the fact that he didn't deliver on the contract in Star-Lord's case is why he's had a falling out with the rest of the Ravagers and kind of is on his own, doing his own thing. We get an exploration kind of his backstory a little bit as to kind of why we never really see him working with any other crews or any other space pirates, I guess you could call them. It's because he reneged on a contract, and that's just not something you do in their society. But they didn't know what the extent of the contract was or what was actually going on either. So toward the end of the film, he reconciles with that side of his own family. I'm talking about Yondu here, and is able to, although he may not, have known it himself, he gains back the respect of people who had abandoned him. There's a lot of abandonment issues explored in this volume of the series, with pretty much every character. I mean, Rocket has it. Drax, sort of. Mantis, definitely Star-Lord. So a lot of...
The relationship dynamics of Volume 2 are both very meaningful and hilarious.
Yes.
Between Drax and Mantis is
God.
one of the funniest dynamics I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, their interaction is pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Just seeing Drax's development as an individual.
Right.
He's learning to open himself up to others. Yes.
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah, in the first volume he was very...
straightforward?
Yeah, very straightforward, but he was the only one he relied on. He wasn't open to family relationships until, of course, later in Volume 1, where he accepts everybody as his friends. So,
which is pretty funny in itself. This green whore.
And that's what I love about this group of characters is they're all so different. They're all different species. They come from different backgrounds, and yet their mutual goals and values is what brings them together and makes them a family. Family isn't just blood. Randy and I know that better than most. That family is love. Family is
the people that you can't live without.
Yeah, family is so much more than what not just a mother, father, and children.
Very often, friendships are deeper than blood relationships. I definitely know that with some of my own background. The people that you choose to have in your life, the people who build you up and make you a better person, and that you do the same for them. That's your family. And this particular movie really kind directly about that relatives aren't the only family that you have. And the people that you choose to have in your life, and the people that you want to be around and you want to be with, that make your life better in some way, even if they're maddeningly frustrating on occasion, are that's your family. And those are the people that you would fight and die to protect. And I really like the way that they don't really bludgeon you over the head with that in Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's definitely a present theme. Can be at times a remarkably emotional movie for something that's got blue folk firing lasers at each other. It has a lot of really good storytelling elements and really connects to the audience. I know there's probably a lot of people in the audience who have similar experiences where they have abandonment issues or feel like they don't matter to people or what have you. And I think movies like this, while couching that in a very entertaining, fun to watch movie, really tell a great story and have a lot of good lessons in them about if you're looking for family, it's not necessarily just about who you're related to or who your parents are or your what have you, but the people around you, the friends that you have, can make all the difference.
And they make you better people.
Yeah, ideally. If your friends are making you better people, then you reevaluate your friends. But other than that.
Because you see that volume 2, the more it becomes more compassionate, Drax becomes more open. Star-Lord's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Rocket is
he develops some
same sarcastic self, but he thinks twice before doing selfish things, I think.
Eventually.
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes. And of course, Baby Groot.
Who doesn't love a Baby Groot?
Who doesn't love Baby Groot? Families can also expand, which is something that Volume 2 also does. They bring in Laura's sister, who was an adversary. They bring in Mantis as a new member because she tries to help them. So they open themselves up to more relationships and more helpers, allies, which is good when you're galaxy savers because you need all the help you can get.
That is the truth. That is the truth.
Yes.
Isn't that right, Mitzi?
I don't want to go to the bed. Turn back.
It's not too late. It's too late.
Yes. I've done a lot of scripture research for the film as well, and the Bible really doesn't touch on the difference between blood relation and emotional family. A lot of the scriptures actually dictate that you should treat your family as a priority, second only to God Himself. So it's a difficult topic because what do you really do? How do you reconcile yourself to that teaching while still staying true to who you are? Because if Star-Lord were to follow that scripture, he would have had to obey his father. And how does he reconcile disobeying his father?
I think, you weigh the pros and cons of being a good son against, genocide of the galaxy.
Yes.
That's a good reason to not obey your father, I think.
That is true. And it's interesting that the Bible doesn't really explore that. It's like, would you choose the right thing over your family? But according to the black and white of Scripture, it would
children to anger, not to, you know, if you're a good parent, then the children should be good children. I mean, you know, children they're great little mirrors. They will show you everything that you don't like about yourself.
Yeah.
Because they will just repeat all of that right back to you.
And what happens when your parents turn against each other? Who do you choose? Who do you stay with? Who do you stand by?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I never really had to deal with that, so I didn't really ever have to make that sort of decision or choice.
I think when you reach a certain age, you learn what your own priorities are. You find out what your divine purpose is and what you want to do with your life. And if your family's not on board with that, you know, you have to draw the line, because I would choose my divine purpose over anything my family would tell me. And believe me, I've had to do that. People have tried to tell me to stop doing Christ and culture, and I've had to disobey that. Nobody has the right to determine your divine purpose but God.
You just have to be able to listen to it and accept what you find out is your purpose.
Yeah. It's
That's
a
the
hard
tough
journey discovering what that is, but then to keep to it. And that's what the Guardians do. They have a grand purpose of protecting their lives. Every life in the galaxy is in their hands, and they have to do anything and everything to protect them, to achieve that. Because if not, everybody dies.
And that's what you don't want.
No,
That's,
nobody wants that.
That's bad.
So,
And there's also kind of an interesting, subplot in the film with the, I don't remember what they were called, but the gold people who, the super pretentious gold folk that any insult is a death sentence kind of a thing, can show how short-sighted people can be. Although, I mean, they had a good reason to be angry at the Guardians, because, Rocket is Rocket.
yes.
And
He doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut.
no, or his hands off of stuff that don't belong to him.
Yeah.
But
He's learning.
He's getting there.
He's learning.
It's progress. But at the same time, the point I was going to make there was that their desire to acquire justice for themselves and to avenge themselves on the Guardians of the Galaxy who wronged them could very well have led to the destruction of all life in the universe. So while your goal may be justified and might be, an otherwise reasonable goal, if it conflicts with some sort of a greater purpose, then you should ideally put your goal on the back burner until the greater purpose is served, I guess.
And if they were able to see past their own noses from time to time, they would have understood what the Guardians were up to at the time that they tried to exact justice.
But
instead, all they
didn't
cared
know the
about were
story.
themselves. They had no idea what was really going on past their own business.
right. And that's no way to live.
Yeah.
Being so self-absorbed that nobody else's goals mean anything to you, or nobody else's desires, or what have you, mean anything to you. Being out for yourself completely is, I don't know, that just seems like a really empty way to